Welcome back to Jakarta Movers and Shakers. We are still joined by Teuku Riefky, Macroeconomic Analyst from University of Indonesia, talking about China's economic prospects this year. Some have expressed concern. Of course, this is significant for Indonesia because China is Indonesia's largest trading partner. We import the most from China. We export the most to China. So in terms of China's economic prospects this year, how will it be, especially in the context of China being Indonesia's biggest trading partner?
Okay, so first of all, you mentioned before that Indonesia's export is the biggest to China, and Indonesia's import the largest from China.
Yeah.
So that means that when China close its operation, its business operation, then it impact the demand for our products, and then it will slow our growth. And also, when the import from China is getting shut down, we have to look for another sources of our inputs and imported materials. And that means we have to explore the possibility that we might need to buy the similar products from more expensive seller or other countries. And that both could hurt our growth in the short and medium term. So China opening their economy is a good sign for Indonesian economy, being the biggest trading partner of ours. And also, I would like to mention about the investment. Investment from China is also huge to Indonesia, and we need a lot more of investment to materialize our long-term and long-term development agenda, building infrastructure, building a manufacturing warehouse and others. So we should hope that this could bring more boost to our economy in 2023.
Right, but of course, with some uncertainties still lying ahead for China's economic prospects this year, do you see perhaps a drop in Chinese investments into Indonesia?
Well, I would expect some slowdown in investment from China, but it is also the same trend with global investment entering 2023. So it is very well expected. What we could try is that we could try to have more bilateral agreement and investment opportunity as what we are doing currently in Davos, for example, and we are being the chairman of Asian presidency. We should hope that we could tap open other sources of investment other than China. But of course, when China recovers, it should be a great opportunity to rebound our investment opportunity in 2023.
Right, so there is some concern about a drop in sort of trade value between China and Indonesia and investment as well between China and Indonesia this year.
Yeah, it is expected. Like you said, because uncertainty is very high, and currently we are seeing the very early phase of China economic rebound. So there is a lot of uncertainty going on currently.
All right, so right, as you mentioned, we are still in January, not even finished January yet. So we'll still see what happens, especially with China's reopening, the easing of its COVID restrictions. Now, I want to talk to you, of course, also about energy. China is one of the top consumers of Indonesian coal. What is your forecast for China's imports for Indonesian coal this year, especially following their COVID reopening and also the revoking of the Australian import ban?
Yeah, both factors would play into Indonesian export favor, in which that both will increase the demand for Indonesian coal. But another thing that is noteworthy is that China is also very committed to its climate commitment, to its climate target.
Okay.
And it means that they will try to reduce their coal consumption. So it is expected to have a higher demand for Indonesian coal from China in the short term. But I don't think that will last for too long, especially in medium and long term, because China is currently leading on the climate target. market. And I think they take it very seriously to reduce their consumption on food.
All right, so let's just sum it up with World Bank forecasting slower growth in China this year. IMF also expressing concern over China's economy. Many uncertainties lay ahead. It's still January, but is this worrying for Indonesia or not, Teuku?
I don't think that would be our biggest source of worry. We do have a lot of other challenges, such as increasing investment, trying to reduce deficit mandates in 2023, and increase the quality of fiscal spending. So those are the challenges that we are having. Oh, not to mention that we are entering the political year, which usually will, will try to make our decision making not in the best fashion. So I think those are the challenges in the economic front in 2023. And with China, we sure hope that they will recover in a swift manner. But if not, there's nothing much we could do about China. What we could do is that we try to find another source of growth despite all the uncertainties coming in 2023.
All right, uncertainties lay ahead, but options, of course, always available. Teuku Riefky, macroeconomic analyst from University of Indonesia. Thank you so much for your insights this afternoon.